So I've come out today to reject the 5% offer from the Scottish Government, the NHS's employer. Our patients are dying, waiting on ambulances 5-6 hours at a time, unnecessarily. They're dying in wards because there's only one nurse to 24 to 30 patients. The nurses are unable to take care safely of all the patients within this ward, and more people are going to die unnecessarily. The Scottish Government cannot continue to tell us that there is no money. Yes, we're devolved, but we get our budget from Westminster. However, the Scottish Government needs to put that to the correct places and stop throwing millions upon millions at the private sector agencies, because more and more of the Scottish people are going to die. My employer, the Scottish Government, has blood on their hands, every bit as much as Westminster now. Don't be a Tory, Nicola Sturgeon. Get the blood off your hands and stop the Scottish people from dying unnecessarily. Put the budget back into the NHS. I myself have been in NHS since 1993 and worked my way up from the bottom. Right, I'm now a charge nurse. I'm facing retirement this year. I can no longer safely nurse because I went out there into the front line when we had no PPE, when we had nothing, and I cared for my patients. I caught COVID before vaccines, and for my efforts I have a brain injury that is maybe going to be lifelong. I've had to learn to speak again. I've had to learn to live with the fact that every morning I feel like I've got dementia, and it takes me a good couple of hours to come round. I need to come to terms with the fact that I need to retire and I can never nurse another patient in my whole life because I can't safely medicate patients anymore. My brain shuts down when I'm mid-conversation, or if I'm in the middle of doing something I don't know what I'm doing, and sometimes that doesn't come back. It's no deja vu, it's FND. I've waited 1.5 years for a brain scan to diagnose this. There is now thousands of workers in Scotland who now have long COVID and brain-related illnesses from working. So I say to you, Scottish Government, you need to get long COVID clinics put into Scotland. In fact, my hope is to take this further, because NHS workers are losing their special leave from having COVID illnesses or COVID related leave. We are now having to use either sick time or annual leave. So you're now going to have thousands of NHS workers either not being able to work and having no pay, kicked to the curb for all their efforts, or you're going to have NHS workers going into work with PTSD, brain injuries, and being a liability in work. The Scottish Government need to do something. This should be an industrial disease. This was caught and caused at work, just like asbestos. And I hope to reach out to the Scottish people and let them know we will continue fighting for the NHS. We will try and stop the privatisation, and we will try and get your wards safely managed with proper staff. Thank you.